guys, it's Stephanie with Yarn Ball Handmade Goods. I'm back this week doing another video. I hope everybody had a great week. Mine was good. I worked, I crocheted, I rotted on the couch, which is probably my favorite activity, and I chilled with my cat Meatball. So yeah, my week has been great. So in this week's video, I wanted to go ahead and show how I make a hexagon cardigan. I recently posted my spooky split hexie cardigans on Instagram that I've made, and how I kind of finish them off, like how I extend the sleeves and add cuffs, add some trim around like the neckline and the opening and the bottom, and how I add pockets and stuff as well. So I figured I would kind of do a quick and easy tutorial on how to start a hexagon cardigan, and then also how I finish them as well. I'm going to show the colorway that I'm recently working with, that I came up with. I love it. I'm so excited to finish it and see how it looks all together. I think I'm going to leave this one a cardigan. I was sort of considering sewing up the front a little bit to have it be more of like a pullover. I'm just gonna see. For the sake of this video though, I'll leave it as a cardigan. I definitely want to make some of these for the market that I'm doing in October. They honestly work up really quick. So mine is going to be a little more cropped too, because I might be making it for myself. I don't know if I want to sell it because I really love the colors. So here's the colors that I made. Super pretty, and it'll probably be, and yeah, I'm in my pajama shorts still. It'll be like to that length on me. So sort of cropped. I like things cropped a little bit. So in this video, I'm gonna show how to start this center part, because that's where you're gonna be working from when you make your hexagon cardigan. You're gonna start from the center and work outward. When you're working, you're gonna see it's gonna look like this. And it's going to have this rib in the middle, and that's just going to happen. But then when you fold it, you can clearly see where the sleeve starts to take form and where the bottom starts to take form as well. So you're basically just going to have two pieces like this, and then you're going to sew it together down the middle. But in this instance, I'm doing something a little different that I haven't really tried before, and I'm going to sew granny squares in the middle. So it'll be like that. I can't hold all of them. So I'm excited for this one because, yeah, I haven't made a hexagon cardigan yet where I've like sewed granny squares down the back. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just flip the camera around so you can watch how I start my hexagon cardigan. Let's do it. So what you're going to need for your hexagon cardigan is you're going to want to pick out what colors you want to use. I did a variety of colors in mine, but you can use one color, you can do stripes. It's really just your call. You can do whatever you want. So you're going to need a yarn needle to weave in your ends, a pair of scissors, and I will be using a 6mm crochet hook. You're more than welcome to use any size you want. You can use an 8mm, 7, a 9, a 6. You can go smaller than that if you want. But yeah, 6 is just what I've been using currently, and that's been working for me. So I only pulled these two colors of the cardigan because I'm just going to show how to get it started, and then I'll take a break and finish mine up, and then when I'm finished with the other half that I'm making now, I will come back. So I'm just going to show you how to get this started. So you're going to want to go ahead and make a slip knot, put that on your hook. This may vary also. I'm sure that there's tons of different ways to start a hexagon cardigan, like with how many chains you have and whatnot, but this is just the way that I've always done it that works for me. So you're going to go ahead and chain 4. Okay, and then you're going to slip stitch into that first chain. That'll make a little circle. It's hard to see because this yarn is dark. And then you'll have a little gap right there in the middle. You're going to want to go ahead and work into that little circle in the middle, not this top gap. You want to totally avoid that. So you're going to go ahead and chain 3. And what we're gonna do to make the hexagon is we're gonna do 6 granny clusters. So normally for a standard granny square, you would do 4 granny clusters to make the square, but in this case, to get the hexagon shape, we're gonna go ahead and do 6. And the chain 3 counts as your first double crochet, so you'll do 2 more. And then we're gonna chain 1. And what I'll do sometimes is I'll sort of pull them down a little bit just to make sure there's enough room in the circle for all 6 clusters. And then you're going to yarn over, do your second cluster of 3 double crochets. And then you're just going to repeat that until you have 6 clusters. Alright, so I'm just finishing up my last cluster here. This is number 6. Of course, I'm using this dark yarn. I didn't even think about that. It's probably hard to see. But I could show you. So to finish up, you're going to chain 1 after you finish your last cluster, and then you're going to go ahead and slip stitch into the 3rd chain in that chain 3 that you started with to close the circle up. So now let's see if I can show you. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there, and 6 is right there. So to go ahead and start the second round, you're going to slip stitch your way over to this next chain 1 space. Okay, now that we're in that chain 1 space, we're going to go ahead and chain 3. So this round's going to be different than the last round. You're actually going to add corners into each chain 1 space. So you're going to chain 3, yarn over, do 2 more double crochets because that counts as your first double crochet, and then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to go ahead and do 3 more double crochets in that same space, and that's going to form your corner. And you're going to do that in every single chain 1 space that we made, all 6 of them. So we have 1 there, and I'm going to go ahead and do that in the remainder of the chain 1 spaces, and I'll show you one more time. I'm going to do 3 double crochet, and then chain 1, and then 3 more double crochet in the same exact space. And this will basically form the 6 sides of your hexagon cardigan. And the next round will be way easier to see because I'm going to switch to my yellow color, which is good because then I can also show you how to add a new color if you're not familiar with how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish this part up real quick, and then I'll meet you back once I'm done. So I just finished up my last corner. So I'm going to go ahead and just slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the chain 3 we started with. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and fasten off because I'm switching colors. If you didn't want to switch colors, you would just do the same thing and you would slip stitch to the next corner to get started on the 3rd round. But I'm switching colors, so I'm going to fasten off. And I weave in my ends as I go because, gosh, I just can't. I'm too, when I'm done a project, I want to be done it. I do not want to be weaving ends in. I want to be able to, sew the thing together and be able to wear it. So I'm just going to go ahead and weave in these ends real fast. Then I'll trim this. Alright, so you can basically see now how we have 6 sides. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is our hexagon. That's how you're going to start it. I'm going to go ahead and add in my second color now, which is this yellow. And I'll show you how to attach it. It's super easy. And this third round, this is what you're going to repeat the entire time until you reach the desired length of your cardigan and how big you want it to be. So once you get to this third round, you're smooth sailing the whole way. It's just a nice, easy crochet pattern. So you're going to start with a slip knot if you're adding a new color, and then you can go into any corner basically, and I'm just going to slip stitch my new color on like that. There's many different ways to add a new color. This is just how I like to do it. Then I'm going to chain 3. So now that's going to count as the first double crochet. So since we're in a corner, I'm going to go ahead and do another corner. So that's the 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. Chain 1, 3 more double crochet in that same corner. Okay, and then we're going to have this middle space now. So you're just going to do what you would do like a regular granny square. You're just going to do 3 double crochets in all the middle spaces. And then as you get to the next corner, you're going to do the same corner. You're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. And then the same thing here, you're going to do 3 double crochet in this middle space. And then we're at another corner. So you're going to do your 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. I love doing these cardigans too for market prep because they just look so impressive when they're done, and they're honestly so easy to just sit there and like watch a good show or a movie and make because you're just doing the same thing the entire time. It's just getting bigger and bigger. So you're pretty much just adding more and more of these middle space clusters, just like you would with a regular granny square as it grows. These also look really good too if you use like an ombre yarn. It winds up looking super pretty, or like a self-striping yarn is really cool too. That's what I absolutely love about hexagon cardigans, is there's just so many different things you can do with them to make them look amazing. And then like I was saying earlier, you could also sew the front up if you were looking to make like a pullover cardigan sweater. You could add buttons to it. I mean, so many possibilities. That's what I love about crocheting. Endless possibilities. So as you're getting towards the end of the third round, you will definitely notice that it's going to begin to kind of buckle like this, and that is totally normal. You want that to happen, and that's just going to happen. So don't think that you're like adding too many stitches or anything like that. That's totally not the case. It's 100% supposed to do that. So just keep rolling with it. It'll make sense. Alright, so we're in this last corner here. And just a reminder, the corners are 3 double crochet, chain 1, and then 3 more double crochet. And then we're in this last space right here, this middle space, where we're going to add 3 double crochet. And then to end the round, we're going to go ahead and slip stitch in that 3rd chain of our chain 3 that we started the round with. And there you go. So that is going to be basically the starting foundation of your hexagon cardigan. And from this point, you could either fasten off and add another color, or I'm actually going to do one more round of this yellow, so I'm just going to go ahead and slip stitch my way into this corner space so I can start my next round. But I'm actually going to stop here because at this point, that's all you need to know to make your hexagon cardigan to start it. You're just going to continue that 3rd round until you get your cardigan to the size that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up making the size of my cardigan, and then once I'm done that, I'm going to come back and I can show you how to sew it together and add pockets and extend the sleeves as well. Alright, so I'll see you soon. Alright guys, so I actually decided I'm going to split this video up into 2 parts, mainly just because I totally ran out of time today and I actually have plans for once in my life, so I have to start getting ready to leave the house, and I was not able to finish the other half of my cardigan before I had to start getting ready. So I'm going to leave it at that, so that's good. At least now you know the foundation and how to start your hexagon cardigan. So in my next video, I'll go ahead and show how to sew the 2 pieces together, and then like I said before, how to extend the sleeves, add some trim around the collar and the opening in the bottom, and also how to add some pockets. So I hope that you enjoyed this short little baby tutorial, and I will see you guys next week to finish it up. Alright, have a good, what's today, Sunday? Have a good week, and I'll see you guys next time.